Hush, hush, hush. I knew you'd be back. I could almost feel it. Your presence, your quiet little anticipation. I've been waiting, waiting to welcome you back into this gentle space we share. So, if you'd like to stay a while, and I hope you do, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. It's such a simple thing, such a small thing, but it lets me know you're here. And that maybe, just
Oh,
maybe,
young master.
you want me to
Fancy
keep
seeing you here in the
whispering
kitchen.
just for you.
I must admit, it surprised me for just a moment. You just walk in so quietly. Of course, there is nothing wrong with you being here. This is your home, and every brick and corridor bends to your will. You may go wherever you please, even the lower quarters where the rest of us scurry about. It is simply uncommon, that is all. Most gentlemen of your rank only ever come down if they wish to complain about the service or demand their breakfast be reheated. I thought perhaps you disliked the meal we prepared, and if that were the case, I could easily make something fresh for you. I am not above starting again if it pleases you. No? Oh, then that means you came for a different reason. Oh, I do hope you are not here because the house is too loud above the stairs. The footmen have been dragging the rugs again because the master insisted on them being straightened. They do not listen when I tell them to be careful. Or perhaps your mother has been demanding too much of you again? You always tense your shoulders when she mentions your duties. No matter, I will not guess too far. What troubles you, young master? How do I know something is troubling you? Oh, honestly, your grace, you are quite easy to read. Your brow draws in when you're anxious, and when something truly presses on your chest, you seek me out instead of the tea room. And secondly, you would tell me all about it in a minute anyway. We always do. I suppose I have become something of a receptacle for your thoughts, though I don't mind. It makes my day pass quickly. Why am I interested? Oh, let us say this simply. I wish for you to remain sane in a good state of mind because, as you know, you are my employer and I rather enjoy keeping my position in this household. It pays well, the rooms are warm, and I am fond of the routines. I'm jesting, young master. See, you smiled. That means I have succeeded in keeping your mood from plummeting. So tell me, what has put such gloom in your eyes today? Perhaps I can help? Oh, I see. A colleague of yours has been giving you a difficult time just because you made a mistake and they will not let it go? How petty. That is the sort of behavior you expect from spoiled children at finishing school, not grown men working alongside you. I'm so sorry you had to endure such treatment. It is such a shame, especially considering your efforts. I am certain your mistake was a simple one. Nothing that could not be corrected. People of lesser talent often cling to the missteps of those who surpass them, because it makes them feel important. Have you mentioned this to your father? No. And why not? Oh, because he would see it as a weakness. Right. Because any whisper of conflict would be a blemish on the name he cherishes so fiercely. Your father, being the head of the king's guard, has taught you to carry your burdens alone. That is what is expected, isn't it? A man of noble blood must never falter, never bend, never confess that he needs help. You must be polished and perfect, even if perfection carves you hollow. Hmm, young master, Allow me to say this gently. Needing help does not make you weak. Quite the opposite. Those who acknowledge their limits are far more capable of rising above them. It shows you know yourself, that you understand when a situation requires support. But yes, I understand what you mean. The standards of society demand much from you. You are the youngest son, and still, they expect you to mirror your father's stride. They forget you are not fashioned from iron like him. They forget you are human. They forget that someone can bruise even if they smile through it. Hmm, if I may be bold, I do not think that colleague of yours will continue to trouble you for very long. People like that always find their consequences eventually. Sometimes the world handles it on its own. Sometimes other hands make sure of it. There is no need to fret over them or waste your sleep on their jeers. Let it fall away, okay? Now then, how about we focus on something pleasant? Would you like me to prepare a fresh dinner for you? I have been practicing a new recipe the head maid taught me. You only need to tell me what mood you are in. Maybe something hearty? Something calming? Or shall I surprise you like I did last month? You remember that one, don't you? You said it made you forget everything for a moment. I can do that again. I am very good at making unpleasant things disappear. You simply have to ask. Oh, greetings, young master. My, you look grim. Is everything all right? Did something bad happen? Oh no, what has unsettled you so deeply? Oh, you're breathing as though you ran the length of the estate grounds. Please speak slowly. I am not going anywhere. What happened to my arm? This? No, nothing truly worth your worry. I simply went to the woods to gather firewood. The head maid insisted we stock more before the season turns colder, and, well, I wanted to finish early. I must have misjudged a branch or two and scratched myself badly. So this left arm is injured, but it will mend soon enough. I still have the other hand and I can function perfectly fine. You need not fret over me. I promise I am good, young master. I have endured worse in the service of this household. A little cut is nothing. But you were at the society gathering today, correct? The gentlemen's club where most officers and clerks spend their evenings? It seems like you only just returned, and by the look of you, I imagine you discovered something tragic. What? You mean the colleague you mentioned before died? Oh my, how shocking! He was found with a knife in his back at the library of the Royal Archivist's Hall? Oh heavens, that is terrible! But not entirely unexpected. I mean, oh, I am sorry. That was poorly phrased. Oh, please forgive me, young master. I did not intend to sound cruel. It is simply that, from what I had heard, he was hardly a man of honor. He had been embezzling funds from the Marquis, whose name he worked under, and had been gallivanting with married women. In matters like that, punishment has a way of finding the guilty. And to me, it sounds like, well, karma. But I overstep. Forgive me. I forget my place. Thank you for showing mercy. Your patience is a blessing. Still, if it is not too forward to ask, did they already find the culprit? Truly? They did? The stable hand. Oh, the police believe it was retaliation. Oh, so the rumors were indeed correct. That is unfortunate, but fitting. I suppose that is what happens when one spends their life stepping on others. They should learn to tread more lightly. Well, thank you for informing this lowly serve. Oh, I should not speak so casually to you, young master. Yes, but I can feel my tongue running ahead of my class. I am so sorry for forgetting myself. I only meant to converse with you in comfort. You are always so easy to talk to, and I can speak informally? Truly? Is that truly acceptable for someone of my rank? A maid speaking to the youngest son of the household as though he were her equal. That that warms me, your grace. It makes my heart feel light. I cannot remember the last time anyone in this manner granted me such kindness. Oh, but I must go. I can already hear the head maid's footsteps echoing in the hall. She's, she will have questions if she sees me standing here idle. Please excuse me, young master. I will see you around. If anything else weighs on your thoughts, you know where to find me. Good morning, young master. It's me, Ashlynn. I've come to bring you tea. I hope I'm not intruding. Your door was unlocked, and I thought perhaps you were resting. Though now that I see you awake, I am relieved. Yes, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. My arm? It has healed. It aches when the weather shifts, but it is doing quite all right now. I truly appreciate your concern. It is not every day the young master worries about the well being of a servant. It makes me feel seen, even if only a little. Yes, you are correct that you did not call for me. Your mother insisted that I deliver these new biscuits your eldest brother brought from his travels. She also mentioned she had not seen you outside this room in quite some time. None of us has, actually. The halls feel quieter without you walking through them. Your mother fears you may be under the weather, and you know how she worries. She asked that I check on you, and so here I am. What did I bring? A simple tray. Jam, biscuit, and this new coffee blend from the colonies. It is said to be strong and rich. You should try it. The scent alone can lift one's mood. The jam has a deep red glow to it. It's not too sweet, not too tart. Your brother claimed it was a delicacy. What's the matter, young master? You usually enjoy the gifts he brings. You're not interested. How unlike you. You used to speak so highly of the things he shared from abroad and always eager to try whatever novelty he returned with. What changed? Something happened again, didn't it? Oh, forgive me for laughing, Your Grace. I do not mean to mock you. It is only amusing that every time we speak, it is because something burdens you. It is as though I am your little pocket of confession. Perhaps it is fate saying that I am the solution to your problems, to your troubles. I am only jesting. Truly. And do not glare at me so seriously. What's that? You think it might be true? Then perhaps coincidence is simply working very hard to favor me. But I promise you I am not doing anything behind your back. Nothing wicked. Nothing you would be displeased with. I am merely praying. Yes, praying, Your Grace. I pray fervently every night that your worries and the people who inflict them are removed from your path. I pray that what weighs you down dissolves, one by one, like snow meeting the fire. I pray so you can breathe easily. So, why don't we try it once more? Tell me what troubles you now, and let me offer a prayer later and see if your burdens fade. I have been told I am quite good at making things disappear. Oh, oh, ever since your brother returned, he has been nothing but condescending to you? Not just curt, but belittling. Oh my, that is quite different from the stories I've heard. Everyone always praised your eldest brother. Kind, accomplished, and the pride of the family. A gentleman favored by every lord at every banquet. He was the shining star over your household. That was the image he left behind when he departed, wasn't it? Ah, so ever since he went abroad, he changed. Completely. And you spoke to him about it, and he shoved you against the wall and told you to shut up? What? Young master, someone who loves you does not raise a hand or even a voice like that. How strange! How terribly strange! Uh, a man usually returns from the world or from his travels wiser, calmer, and more disciplined. Unless, of course, he brings back other things. Mistakes that do not wash clean no matter how far he travels. That sort of man must project his shame somewhere, usually onto someone who cannot strike back. Hmm. Perhaps give it a day or two, young master. Let him settle in. Maybe it is only exhaustion from the journey, the pressure of being the eldest, the heir. I am sure it is nothing dangerous, nothing malicious, nothing that would make him lash out simply to hide his wrongdoings. Certainly not something that would escalate. No, 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 not at all. Let it be for now. Sometimes people confess their sins when left alone with their own rotting conscience. As much as I would like to sit and comfort you, young master, I have duties waiting. But please, while I'm away, eat something. Do not let your thoughts consume you on an empty stomach. That coffee your dear brother brought you may surprise you. Even the unkind sometimes bring useful things without meaning to. I will see you later, young master. If your heart grows restless again, you know whose name to call. Young master, fancy seeing you here. It has been some time since I last caught a glimpse of you. I assumed you were occupied with family matters or perhaps resting? Oh dear, but you look quite restless though. They arrived clumsy and timid, and they cannot tell the difference between linen for the guest chambers and the formal dining room. I have been trying to put some discipline in their heads, so I have barely had time to. Missing? Your brother is missing? Well, that is surprising. I thought he was simply out on a trip to the countryside. That is what the maids were whispering. They mentioned something about him taking the horses and leaving just before dawn. I only assumed it was true. He always struck me as the sort who follows his own whims, without much warning or courtesy. He comes and goes when he pleases, and everyone else is expected to adjust. Perhaps this is just one of those moments. He may have gone on his usual grand excursion and will return when he is satisfied. Yes, yes, I am sure it will all be fine eventually. The eldest sons of noble houses do this quite often. They crave adventure or independence or solitude. I have heard it many times from other servants when they gossip about their former masters. They find it romantic in a tragic sort of way. I suppose it is the burden of the status. They wander and they return, and the world bends to accommodate their absence. What was that? It has been a week. Oh, that is certainly peculiar. I did not expect that. Yeah, a day or two would be normal, but an entire week? That is rather long for someone who prides himself on punctual letters and dramatic entrances. I can see why you are troubled. But I am truly sorry, young master. I wish I could offer you more than guesses and idle rumors, but there is nothing I can give you. All I know is he must have left on his own accord. He always seemed like the kind of man who disappears to avoid answering for something. He will return when he wants, or when circumstance forces him back. Until then, there is little to be done. Please excuse me. The headmaid is expecting me, and if I linger too long, she will think I am shirking my duties. If I hear anything, I will tell you. I would not worry too deeply. Some people vanish because they need to. Oh, oh God! Oh, young master, you surprised me. I have never seen you walk with such urgency. Is something the matter? Your brother. Yes, I heard the commotion this morning. The servants were whispering. They said the guards found him. I did not want to believe it at first. I mean, the eldest son of the household gone just like that. It sounds impossible. You're asking me if I know anything? Me? Young master, why would I know? I am just a maid, a servant. How could I ever be involved in something so horrific? You think I was near him? You think I sought him out? No, no, of course not. I had no reason to. Why would I harm him? He was beloved by everyone. The prodigy son, the one your father praised at every dinner, the one your mother never stopped bragging about, the one the entire estate compared you to. I had no reason at all. You're asking why I'm suddenly so defensive. I I am not defensive. I am shocked, just like you. It is only natural that my voice trembles. Death is frightening, especially when it comes so close to the family I have served for years. Young master, I assure you I am. Stop lying. You want me to stop lying? Oh, yes, but yes, of course, as you command. All right, if you have already formed your judgment, young master, then there is no point in hiding, I'm afraid. You want the truth? All right. Then listen closely, young master, because I will only say this once. Yes, it was me. I got rid of your brother, and I would not hesitate to do it again, because he deserved it. He treated you as though you were beneath him. He shoved you, belittled you, bragged about his travels, and waved his accomplishments in your face as if your worth could be measured in miles and medals. He made you feel small, and I cannot bear that. No one makes you feel small. And if you think that's the start, no, he was simply the loudest, the most arrogant, the final stone that broke the dam. Do you remember the colleague who tormented you at the society? The one who mocked you in front of your peers? The one who sneered that you were coddled, unworthy, and lucky to be born into a name you did not deserve? You said he wouldn't let your mistake go, that he followed you around laughing. You came to the kitchen and I listened, didn't I? And I found him. And I made him stop. Yes, that was me. I slipped into the library and drove the knife through his back. They blamed the stable hand because the stable hand hated him. It was easy. People see rage in simple men and never expect calculation from girls in aprons. The guards will never look for me. I am labor. I am quiet. And they forget that quiet people hear everything. And your brother was the same. He came home shining with foreign success and immediately stepped on you. You tried to reason with him, to talk as brothers should, and he pushed you aside like an annoyance. I heard the way he spoke. I saw the look in your eyes when you returned to your room and would not leave for days. And I thought to myself, if he is a thorn that pierces my master's skin, then I will pluck him out. And so I did. I waited until he could not see, and I made sure he would never hurt you again. No, young master, why are you staring at me like I am something terrible? Everything I do for you. You have to understand that. The world choose gentlemen alive. They spit you out and call you weak because you are kind. They break your spirit because you are thoughtful. They step on you because you do not step back. So I will do it for you. I will protect you. I will punish anyone who dares to bruise your heart. If the price is blood, then I will bleed others in your name. I do not care what the world calls me. Servant, lunatic, murderer, devil, let them say it. So as long as you are safe, I will gladly wear every label they throw at me. They thought you would tolerate it forever. I couldn't. I cleaned up the ones who hurt you. And if a few more need to disappear, they will. And I don't mind doing it. I would do it over and over and over and over if it meant you could breathe. Besides, you can pretend to be horrified all you want. But we both know you're only shocked because someone actually did something you always wished you could do. You think I didn't hear the way you prayed under your breath after those dinners? The nights you couldn't sleep, saying you wished they would leave you alone, that someone would just make it stop? I listened, young master. I paid attention. I gave you exactly what you needed. And I know you won't say anything because it benefits you. You're just scared to admit it out loud. Scared to say you're relieved. Scared to say you feel freer than you ever have. You don't have to thank me yet. You will eventually. They always. Oh, they're calling for me again. I guess I'll see you around, young master.